We're going to be listening to Ashu Marta Agbornyenty for the company For Moms and Babies. She's from Cameroon. We'll be hearing from Victoria Herrmann, geographer and storyteller from the USA. We'll be hearing from Shomy Hasan Chowdhury, Awareness 360, Bangladesh. We'll be hearing from Anne Lamp, Traceless from Germany, and we'll be hearing from Rumee Singh from Nepal. Good luck.
Imagine a world where every woman has the ability to deliver without complications and every child thrives. Sadly, that's not the case for many women globally, and particularly in the north and the southwest region of Cameroon, where I come from. Once every 2 minutes, a woman dies while giving birth due to pregnancy-related complications, and this happens approximately 800 times daily, and 95% of the times, this is preventable. My name is Ashu Marta Agbornyenty, and I am a midwife. As the last of 7 daughters, I understand the preciousness of sisterhood. The thought of losing a sibling or just any loved one as a result of pregnancy-related child complications is disheartening. And that's why the work we do at For Mom and Baby Foundation is crucial. We support women before, during, and after pregnancy. And we work hand in gloves with midwives to ensure that they carry these women through till the postpartum period is over. Midwives' roles are very crucial, and this is one thing so many people are not aware of. As a midwife, as a young midwife generally, seeing this tragedy, particularly in my country, was heartbreaking. And so I decided to engage in a journey of impact. And this journey of impact was beyond just delivering babies, but in delivering change. And so I founded the For Mom and Baby Foundation in 2021. And this foundation was founded to empower women and to ensure access to maternity service globally, in fact, everywhere in Cameroon, as a matter of fact. And this foundation has been very helpful as we are helping to curb the maternal mortality rate and equally the child mortality rate in not just one part of Cameroon, but in several other regions. So far, we've reached out to over 2,400 women in crisis-stricken areas, delivering over 1,200 emergency kits to women in these vulnerable settings, and we've worked with 22 communities in these regions to create an impactful change. So I call on everyone here present to invest in us by sponsoring the work we do. I'm right at that corner. Feel free to meet me and talk with me. Thank you.
No matter what corner of this planet you call home, climate change is already causing irreversible cultural damage and erasing histories that connect us from our past to our present to our future. Today, climate change is the fastest growing threat to our world's most spectacular heritage and this planet's most wonderful natural heritage. From flash floods in Petra to sea level rise in Cartagena, we are losing the very places and things that make us who we are. But culture and climate does not have to be a story of loss. It can be a story of saving our traditions, our culture, our heritage. My name is Victoria Herrmann, and I have the privilege of being the Director of Preserving Legacies, in partnership with the ICOMOS, the International Council on Monuments and Sites here in Paris, and the National Geographic Society. We are on a mission to empower every community to safeguard their cultural heritage by equipping them with 12 months of training, facilitating a community-led risk assessment, and providing resources to adapt and save every site. We are working in over 20 countries, but we need your help because there are tens of thousands of communities that need to be empowered to save their cultural heritage. I ask you to be a partner in giving a future to our past by sponsoring a site, coming to find me, or going to heritageadapts.org and joining our movement. Thank you.
I'm going to share with you something deeply personal to me, and I might choke up a little. Exactly 10 years ago, I lost my mother to diarrhea, and she was sick for only one day. After losing my mom to such a preventable disease, I was exposed to the harsh reality of the world, where hundreds and thousands of people are being sick and dying because of a lack of access to clean water, sanitation, and hygiene, or WASH. I didn't want anyone else to go through what I went through, and that's why I took action. 4 days after my mom's passing, I did my first WASH talk at a sanitation workers community. And that's when I realized the incredible power of storytelling and how people can connect with each other through stories more than through numbers. And that's how I became a WASH activist. And later, my activism took up the shape of a global youth-led nonprofit called Awareness 360. In the last 10 years, through Awareness 360, we have come a long way. We have empowered over 30,000 young people in over 40 countries. We have done projects on hand washing campaigns, on menstrual hygiene, providing sanitation and water infrastructure, and so on, for climate vulnerable populations and other marginalized communities like the sex workers, sanitation workers, school children, refugees, people with disabilities, and many more, directly benefiting over 2.1 million people. We want to continue this work. I'm currently raising $500,000 to further impact 1 million people by 2025. Clean water and sanitation is a declared human right. It's an open invitation to this room to help us further this mission. What happened to me does not need to repeat for anyone else. Thank you.
Hi everyone, nice to be here. My name is Anne, and together with my co-founder Johanna, I founded Traceless Materials in 2020. Our mission is to provide a solution for the global plastic pollution. The global mass of total plastic in the environment is twice the mass of the living animals and humans together. And every minute, 2 truckloads of trash are added up to that. The global plastic production will triple until 2060 if we continue the business as usual. And the impact of plastic on climate change and on biodiversity loss and on health is immense. We need to change the way we make things. So for products that easily end up in the environment, we need materials that do not harm and leave no trace. And this is how I invented Traceless. At Traceless Materials, we produce a novel type of biomaterials to substitute plastics. We use agricultural side products and convert them into granulates that are purely made of natural polymers without plastics. And these granulates can be used by plastic converters on existing plastic converting machines and be used in films, favor coatings, or rigid items for single-use items or packaging that easily end up in the environment and cannot be recycled. And if these products end up in the environment, because they are made of natural polymers, they just degrade without leaving a trace. Our mission is to have the highest possible impact on the plastic pollution. And that's why we decided to build plants our own, to be as fast as possible with our mission. We have built a first plant and are currently building our next plant, the first industrial production plant. We have raised a Series A with 37 million last year and are happy to connect here with more investors and customers at this conference, but most of all also with other change makers to come into our Natural Polymer Alliance. We're just one example of so many great solutions out there, but I want to show you with our example that it is possible to make business within our planetary boundaries. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rumee Singh. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Rumee. We leverage frontier technology to drive financial inclusion to the marginalized communities left behind by traditional financial systems. I am based in Nepal, a tiny country nestled in the Himalayas. Despite Nepal's minor contributions to the global emissions, Nepal faces a heavy, heavy burden of the impact of climate change. Now, with the huge population living in significant extreme poverty, with melting glaciers, flooding, and unexpectable and erratic climate changes, it's very, very impossible for the vulnerable populations to get pushed further into poverty. Now, lack of financial services pushes them further into poverty and traps them into the cycle. Our mission is to change that. Our solution, Rahat, is a decentralized financial access system that uses blockchain technology and simple feature phones to support the unbanked and the underbanked. We focus on 3 key pillars. 1, transparent and timely access to aid and information even before the onset of climate disaster. Second, we provide farmers, smallholder farmers, with access to microinsurance with instant payouts based on predefined risk triggers so they can break this generational poverty cycle. Third, we empower local communities with digital and financial literacy and expand access to stable tokens and crypto tokens so they can unlock new economic opportunities. We have supported over 20,000 beneficiaries in Nepal. We have piloted in Pakistan, and we are now venturing into Indonesia. We are supported by MIT Solve, GSMA, and UNICEF Innovation Fund. We're looking for global partnerships to expand our impact. Join us and help us build equity in communities one at a time. Thank you.
Well, can we just give one big applause for all these 5 amazing women?